Gran Turismo Sport Rise and Race stream. Turismo F1500 T-A. They can't call it what it actually is, for copyright reasons I'm sure, but what this is Ayrton Senna's Lotus 97T from 1985. This, to many, is the golden era of F1, and this car might be at the tippy top. 1,200 pounds. 1,200 pounds. Think about that. That's almost half. That's almost exactly half of what a Miata weighs. That's outrageous. And 1,000 horsepower. And not just a normal 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower being produced by a V6 with a big old turbo that blows 65 psi of boost. That's 4 and a bit bar for anybody in Europe at 11,000 RPM. And get this, it is a 1.5 liter. It has 1.5 liters of displacement. They were outside, they were fully outside of their minds, and I love it. So we are going to try to manage quite possibly the hardest car to drive in the game, quickly at least, in one of the professional race series here, because that's where I'm at in the career mode of the game. So I'm getting the chat, I'm talking a little slow so that I can get the chat up on the laptop here next to me. This is also kind of a special stream because this is going to be the first stream where I am on my new steering wheel and pedal setup. So I'm sitting in a play seat challenge, fanciest lawn chair ever, that my wife Kristen bought me for my birthday, for my 40th birthday, a couple weekends ago. And clamped onto this Playseat Challenge is a Thrustmaster T300 GT series that my best friend in the world, Brad McManus, bought me. CiottiFPV, go check him out on YouTube. He's a wonderful pilot and a great human being. So yeah, I've had this now for a couple of days. I've gotten a little bit used to it. I'm still struggling a little bit. I mean, I'm a couple hundred hours into using the controller in this game. So transitioning it's going to take some time. But I think I'm already at a point where, with certain high-powered cars like this, I think I'm faster already. So that feels really good. And yeah, hopefully I can just continue to get quicker and quicker and quicker. I'm very impressed by this Thrustmaster T300. It's belt drive, and it's got, I think, maybe sort of the perfect amount of torque. The Fanatec CSL Elite, which is one step up, so this is considered a mid-level steering wheel and pedals setup. The one step up from this, which is kind of like the top of the mid-level, is the Fanatec CSL Elite, and it's got 3 times the amount of torque. I don't really know if I would want or need that. I spent a couple of hours on this rig. Probably it's some total of about 3 hours on this rig on Saturday, so 48 hours ago. And my shoulders were very worn out at the end of that. And I only spent about a half an hour on this rig last night, and my shoulders were sore again. So this might be perfect. So this is the race series that I'm doing here, F1500 Championship. And I've already completed the first 2 here. Brands Hatch was very, very difficult. It's kind of it's not a short circuit, but it's a very technical circuit. And as you're about to see, there is quite an unbelievable amount of turbo lag, which, you know, sort of to be expected. 80s 1.5 liter V6 with 65 pounds of boost. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's going to be some turbo lag there. So Brands Hatch was very, very difficult. Interlagos I actually ripped through on the first attempt. It's a much less technical, much more open circuit. Suzuka is again much less technical, much more of an open circuit. So I'm actually going to go to a less grippy tire here to make this a little bit more of a challenge on myself. What's up, Paul McDonald? What's up, J Drones? J Drones says, can you adjust the pedal wheel sensitivity? You can, Jay. When we get into the race here, I'll go into the options menu and show you the I think there's 3 adjustments. There's torque, there's sensitivity, and there's I forget the other one. And then in Assetto Corsa Competizione, there are a whole ton of different adjustments, dead zone and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, see, so I'm on Racing Soft. Let's go to Racing Hard to really make this as much of a challenge as we can. Let's roll down here to the... Here we go. So, controller steering sensitivity, force feedback, max torque, force feedback sensitivity. What the hell is the force feedback sensitivity? When you turn it, resistance is an example of force feedback. Communicates the information on the road surface driver to the tires greater this value. The more responsive the change in steering will become. Value is lower, steering becomes gentler when driving in a straight... Oh, it's more about... Okay, straight line. Sensitivity, got it. So we'll turn this all the way back up. You know what? Let's keep this turned down a little bit. I initially turned it down and I didn't feel much of a difference. If you want your wheelbase to last longer, they always recommend that you turn this max torque down just a little bit. And yeah, there's plenty. At 8, there's absolutely plenty. So I am fine with that. Let's take a real quick look here. Racing Hard. I don't really think I adjusted any of this stuff. Oh, it looks like I gave it more downforce. So now it's completely stock. How much more downforce did I give it? From 1,000 to 1,200, from 1,600 to 1,800. Yeah, let's give it a shot without it. It'll be faster in a straight line. Alright, let's dig in here. See what happens. I hope it's not drastically different with the harder tires and less aero. I didn't realize where I was. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize that was the potentially flat corner. I want to know if this corner is flat with this car. So let's give it a shot here. It sure is. First gear is absolutely useless in this car, as is for the most part second gear. So I tend to just short shift up into third. Holy cow! Apparently third gear is relatively useless as well. Turn 1 here is very, very fun. One of the things that I really think that they nailed in this game is that when you're around other cars, you cannot hear your own exhaust note. And what they're simulating is the in-car experience. Thanks for running a little bit wide there, buddy. What they're kind of simulating is the in-car experience. If this camera angle was truly representing the audio, the exhaust from our own car would be absolutely deafening. So I kind of like that they did that. Roll into third gear, nice and soft here. Oh, sorry. Let me give him that spot back. Alright, well, if you're not going to drive out of the corner, I'm going to come and attack you. So yeah, I like that they kind of did this. They sort of mixed in the audio from the in-car, because it is a lot more difficult when you're in traffic to hear your own engine note. And that's something that in real cars you have to kind of deal with. It's why having shift lights is a really nice thing for if you're going to run on track days and whatnot, wheel-to-wheel racing. And it's why most of those folks have that. You can't really just shift by ear. You know, on the street and in traffic, you could absolutely shift by ear. Jesus. This thing picks up some speed on that back straight. Holy Christ. Shifted into third a little too early there, just easing into it. So let me go on board so that you guys can see the boost meter there. 4 and a bit bar of boost in the right gauge there. That is 65 PSI, which you can hear. I'll just give you guys a little bit of a listen. No, don't. Okay. Oh, God, third gear. Back into third. Let it lag, because in second gear it'll just roast them. Listen to the turbo flutter. Oh my God, the sounds. Let it eat. Can you believe the turbo lag? Just had to back out there. That was not a great place to make a pass. I'm starting to kind of figure out and learn racecraft a little bit, not just throwing passes when I have the momentum, but throwing passes when it makes sense and it's a safe spot to do so. My God, third gear up over that crest is mega. Whew. My shoulders are already feeling it. Why are you so slow through there? That's why. Oh, the turbo flutter. What an experience. You can see the detail in the Alcantara. Are you kidding me? I'm starting to use the in-car more. I'm still nowhere near as good with it. It's much harder. You can. It's much harder to see. I tend to. Oh boy! Oh boy! Nope, that ain't gonna work. I tend to look very far ahead, which is one of the real keys in driving fast in real life. And oh my God, what am I doing? And in video games, there's much less resolution than in real life. This is going to be a lot of work now to make that gap back up. 26 seconds to the leader. Let me get out of this view. Oh boy, sorry. Oh man, when the boost comes on in third, it is wild. Okay, let's get back into this here. Yeah, my shoulders are bothering me already. That's okay. Good workout. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh boy. Just feather it. Oh, no. Easy. Jesus Christ. This car is such a handful. And I absolutely love it. I believe this is also the days of... I believe Senna drove this car with a clutch and a regular gear shift, which I am not. I'm driving this without a clutch and with paddle shift. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the chat on that, because I do not know for certain. Jesus Christ, when the boost comes on, it's just ridiculous. Look at this little hoe train here. I tried to throw that up the inside and I didn't quite get it timed right. Here we go. Second gear, come on. Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh, I'm out in the marbles. Oh, God. Oh, I pulled it off, though. No idea how. See, third gear sticks there. That was flat. Oh, the double, maybe. Careful, careful. Oh, I'm just gonna block him. Screw it. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. All that work. Block them though, whatever. They're computer controlled, they have no souls. Look at the livery, come on! You kidding me? Oh boy, this is gonna be tight. Oh! Don't. Thank you. Fourth gear you can always mat it. What's up, AA? What's up, Jim Carr? What's up, Mark Bestwick? What's up, Finn? That's all I have the guts to read in the chat. This thing is hectic. We are lap 5 out of 10. We got to make up 20 seconds. Oh, boy. Oh, that's not how we're going to do it. Definitely not going to do it in first gear, that's for sure. Careful. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, Lotus. Be nice. Alright, let's put in some qualifying laps here. Try to catch this damn leader. Gap's down to 18.8, that's good. Oh god, understeer, understeer, understeer. You can really feel, short shifted that a little bit too much. You can really feel when the front tires start to let go through the force feedback. Oh shit, oh god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, there we go. Woo. Oh my god. Absolutely outrageous. These guys were legitimate superheroes. I mean, like, absolute mutant ninja superheroes. To do this with the danger and with the mechanical rage, I can't even imagine. I really can't even imagine. And to do it for an hour plus, come on, get the hell out of here with that. I am so happy that Gran Turismo brings this experience into people's homes, because you can watch as much footage of you as you want of F1 drivers, especially the ones from the 70s and the 80s. But my god, until you get this experience, it just doesn't mean anything. The nervousness, the speed, the violence, the fucking lag, the turbo lag is just ridiculous. Look at this car. Look at it rip through third gear. Are you shitting me? Oh god. Any little mistake like that just gets accentuated. Trust the grip through fourth there. Down to the apex early on the brakes. Gap is down to 14.1. Try second gear here. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Getting better at feeding in the throttle. You can look at what I'm doing on the throttle to the right of the gear shift, that little white bar. It's all white because I'm flat on the floor, but watch what happens in a second here. When I come off the throttle, it comes down to nothing, and now you can watch me kind of meter the throttle in here in second gear. Come on, bro. Get out of here. And the traction control is on, so I am I'm actually the red bar. The traction control is the white bar, so you can see the traction control doing its work, not quite giving me full throttle when I don't deserve it or need it. I would be very interested to try this without the traction control on, but I ain't gonna do it in lap 7. That's for sure. Maybe I'll do it at the beginning of the next race, and you guys can watch me just spin immediately. Through the S's here. Oh, there's some understeer. You Use the little oversteer there just to pull it back out to get set up for that final left. Oh my God, it's getting crazy in here. Little short shoot, get it slowed back down, use the curbing. Open it up in second, manage the wheel spin. These guys also had to manage tires with these cars. I'm not having to do that. There's no tire wear on here. Again, can't even imagine. Cannot imagine. The skill level is absolutely off the charts. And the bravery. Keep it in third. Second gear is absolutely worthless through here. Now I'll come down to the second though. Whew. Lap 7 out of 10. This back straight is really nice to take a second. Shake my arms out a little bit. Harder than, oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. A little too fast into that first little bit there. Off camber up over the crest. Careful. 1:48.5, fastest lap yet. Let's do this one even faster. A little bit of maintenance throttle there in between these turns 1 and 2. Traction control working hard there. Little tiny lift to get it turned in for that left-hand kink. A lot of cars I can run that little left kink flat and then just do a big braking zone before the first S. Keep it neat and tidy through here. A little bit late there. Kind of wrecked that exit. That's okay. It's not a big shoot here, and I'm managing the throttle for most of this anyway. Clean through there. Get it slowed down here. Oh, no. Okay. Big braking zone here. Ah, shit. Blew it by a little bit. First gear's worthless. Manage second gear. Flatten third, let the wheel spin just a little bit. Deep as I dare on the brakes there. Into understeer it goes. Down into second. Much better through there. Got to be really gentle on that exit to try to put the power down. You got to get your turning done early. This will be a fast one. I really maximized that exit, which is going to really give me some extra speed down this back straight. Deep into the braking zone. Now we're talking. This will be a fast one. Oh, or not. I just ruined that exit. I got it out into the marbles, and now I can't get it turned in. Oh, that was a big mistake. Still the fastest lap yet, though, because I was faster everywhere else. 5 seconds to the leader, lap 9 out of 10. We should be able to pull this off. As long as I don't make any big mistakes, which is a big ask, because I'm pretty sloppy still. Tiny lift, get it turned to the understeer, and then there's the braking zone there. I'm gonna try to be early on these S's here. Oh boy, treat them like one gigantic slalom. Just managing the throttle there in third gear. Fourth gear is flat. Heavy on the brakes here, let it run out. Get it set up. Use the curbing. Back into it. Come on. Down into second. Got it slowed down this time, but then I turned in too early. Now I'm out in the marbles. Gap to the leader down to 3 seconds. I think that's him ahead. Yeah, I'm in third, so that's the second place and first place car. So we're podiuming. We're on the podium for sure. But let's try to get to the top of that podium by just blatantly ignoring track limits. Great. Okay, big punishment there. That makes me feel better. Gap is back up to 4 and a bit seconds. Try to make it up here in the back straight. Did not exit that corner terribly, so good little run here onto the back. Here we go, full throttle. Got the turn-in point right, and we're good to go now. Braking at the 150 board, big braking zone. Out into the marbles a little bit. Nope, not first gear, don't want that. Put the power down in second as best we can. Third gear, stay in it. Oh, almost stayed in it flat, just backed off a little bit on the throttle. chickened out a little bit. 4.2 to the leader, last lap. Here we go. No mistakes, and we can pull this off. Oh, and immediately makes a mistake. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh! Oh, that was ugly. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Damn. That was a blast though. Holy cow. We'll give it the college try. They usually do not run this flat, so you never know what'll happen here. There's one. Oh no! That's okay. We had a couple mistakes here. We'll run it a little more clean next time and see if we can get to the top of that podium there. Third place, not bad. Oh my God, my shoulders. Oh, wow. What an absolute riot. This car is really fun on Suzuka. Man, it was really tough on Brands at Brands Hatch. But here at Suzuka, this car is really fun. Good Lord. Oh, my shoulders. Holy hell. Let me get caught up on chat here and just take a second to stretch a little bit. Let's throw a replay on so that you guys have something to watch a little more exciting than the menu. Oh, nope. Okay, stretching out a little bit here. In the chat, Paul McDonald, J. Drones, PS, Jackalope FPV, Finn FPV, Mark Bestwick, Jimmy Carr, Double A, Brandon Bentley, Adam T, Jackalope, Dr. Steele. What's up, friends? Looks like you guys are waking up. Jimmy Carr says, you racing banger cars? Dude, not exactly, Jimmy. I wouldn't call this a banger car. Not that I know what a banger car is. Is that a European thing? Double A saying, hey there, what's up, dude? Not needing to put you off sitting here screaming at the screen. Brandon Bentley says, good morning, I can't believe I ordered DJI goggles yesterday. Oh, nice, man, congrats. Figured I'd always sell them if I don't like DJI. Yeah, it's true, right? Oh my God. Jackalope saying, hold that throttle, yeah, right? Dr. Steele with Dr. Steele laughing out loud. Jimmy Carr saying, get some Betaflight. But you need to see the finish. Well done. Thanks, dude. So anybody that's coming in late, this is Ayrton Senna's 1985 Lotus 97T. This car weighs 1,200 pounds. I say again, 1,200 pounds. Roughly half of what a Miata weighs. But get this, it makes 1,000 horsepower. It makes 1,000 horsepower at 11,000 RPM. With a 1.5 liter V6. 1.5. As in 33% less, that's not the right number, 25% less displacement than a 2-liter soda bottle. The pistons must be the size of my thumb. It does that by blowing 4 and a bit bar to boost, which is 65 pounds of boost. 65! Thus the unbelievable turbo lag. And it's a mid-80s F1 car, so they were pretty much death traps. Absolutely outrageous. Arguably the best shape that a Formula One car has ever had. If you asked a little kid to draw a Formula One car, I think they would draw exactly this car. Absolutely incredible. This is, of course, the JPS, John Player Special livery that Ayrton Senna made very, very famous in the mid-'80s with this car. I have a couple other really cool liveries. What I usually do is one livery per racetrack. So we will jump back in and see if we can make a few less mistakes and climb to the top of the podium here, and we'll leave this absolutely iconic livery on here. I mean, to me, this livery might be it. I mean, this might be the best livery of all time. I don't think that many will disagree. You could argue that the Marlboro orange and white livery is just as good, if not better. But it would be an argument, you know. It's not that would not be an open and shut case, I don't think. What's going on, chat? Demolition Derby in the States. Beans goes to the dark side. Adam T says, what wheel and pedal to use? Oh yeah, so this is also a pretty special live stream here today, because this is the first Gran Turismo Sport live stream where I am no longer on the PlayStation controller. I am sitting in a PlaySeat Challenge race seat, folding lawn chair hybrid that my amazing wife Kristen got me for my 40th birthday a couple weekends ago. And attached to this PlaySeat Challenge is a Thrustmaster T300 Gran Turismo edition steering wheel and pedals that my buddy Brad McManus FPV got me for my 40th birthday, which was incredibly kind of him. Go check him out on YouTube, McManus FPV, McManace FPV. Great pilot, great human being. The T300 has kind of blown my mind. This is the same steering wheel and pedals that my father has up in New Jersey. I'm here in Atlanta. And I've spent maybe like a half an hour on his, and I remember being pretty blown away by it. But to spend a couple hours here, I got this on set. This showed up in the mail on Friday, and I probably have like maybe 4 hours total on this thing. Very, very, very impressive. It's a belt-driven wheel. It's got plenty of torque. Great resolution. I can really feel what the front tires are doing. I can really feel nice and early when they start to get into understeer. The challenge right now is this car. This car is pretty brutal, pretty unforgiving. Beedroid says, how's the new setup? Are you faster? So on this car and on the really big fast cars, I think that I am faster already. Because with these big horsepower cars, the controller is just impossible. It's impossible to put 1,000 horsepower down effectively with the little controller R2 button. On the slower cars, I don't think I'm faster yet, because it's kind of interesting when I'm on simulators. I drive a lot more carefully than I do in real life, which most people are the complete opposite. But I'm pretty reckless in real life, which comes from autocross. Autocross sort of benefits driving a little recklessly, because you've got 4 to 8 runs, and the fastest run is the only one that counts. So I had a tendency to cone every run but one, but then the one run that I got that was clean would be real fast. And in my opinion, that's how to do it. I mean, you know, that's how the rules sort of work, so why not benefit the rules? I was always jealous, though, of the folks who were able to back off a little bit and go slowly faster throughout the day so that their last run was the fastest. I think there's a lot of value in kind of doing it that way. It's just sort of never my style. But what's interesting on the simulator, well, so the other thing is that one of the reasons why I was able to become so fast is sort of just having a very soft-handed approach. The less force you can put into the steering wheel, the faster you can go, because the less force you put into the steering wheel, the less turning that you're making the car do, and the less turning, the more speed. Turning scrubs off straight line speed. So by having very soft hands, it forces you to turn in as early as humanly possible and track out as late and as wide as possible. And that's the fastest way around most corners. When there are two corners somewhat near each other, you have to mix those things, and that's where a lot of the subtlety of track driving comes in, and especially with autocross. Autocross corners are all connected, so you really become a ninja very quickly at figuring out where you want to sacrifice and where you can maximize. But yeah, on the simulator, the simulators tend to have more torque than the actual feedback from power steering cars. On simulators, I tend to be like having that sort of soft hands approach really comes out, and like you'll see me just kind of drive off the outside of the racetrack on corner exits, and it's just because I'm not turning the steering wheel more, because I'm trying to really maximize the exit. So it's funny, I actually need to be a little bit more aggressive on the steering wheel here and sort of balance that. And what's cool is in the sim here, you can drive cars like this that had manual steering and 11 billion horsepower and, you know, 1.5 foot wide racing slicks, which generate a ton of force feedback. And yeah, it's just a really great experience. So I'm kind of tightening the screws, so to speak, on my driving, and I'm definitely not where I want to be yet, but I love that. I love that I have to work at this and just continue the yeah, just keep getting better and better and better. I love activities that have a really high skill ceiling that doesn't necessarily involve like fitness, right? Like ball-based sports, you know, balls that you can buy in the store, not balls that you have between your legs. Store-bought ball sports, fitness is a big component, but testicle-based sports like motorsport, you just got to put the time in and the effort and the thinking. All right, I think I have stretched my shoulders out enough here where I can give that another go. Adam T says RSGT edition. Yep, that's the one. He says, if you could change something, what would it be? The steering wheel rim. So pretty much all of these steering wheel and pedal sets come with smaller steering wheel rims. This is probably about a 300 millimeter diameter steering wheel rim, which is very, very small. Most passenger cars have 380-ish millimeter diameter steering wheels. My Miata came with that, and then for a little bit more leg room, a little bit more thigh room specifically, I put on a Momo Prototipo pretty early on in owning that car, which is a 350 millimeter diameter steering wheel. There is an adapter to put real steering wheels on this Thrustmaster base, but you lose some of the buttons. You lose access to some of the buttons. Sparco makes a steering wheel for this Thrustmaster base that's 330 millimeters with a nice thick rim. The only thing I don't like about it is it's Alcantara, and Alcantara, if you don't wear driving gloves, you kind of ruin it pretty quickly, and I really don't want to be sitting here in my living room wearing driving gloves. I don't really like driving gloves at all. They take away a little bit of the feel from your fingertips. I always avoided them. So I'm not thrilled. I mean, that's the best wheel. There are a bunch of wheels, but that's really the best one. So I mean, that'll be the one that at some point I get. I wish it was leather wrapped or even just rubber wrapped, like whatever. But apparently if you clean Alcantara frequently, you can really get a long lifespan out of it. So that's what I'll do. I'm not going to wear driving gloves. I'll just try to clean it once a week, once every other week or something like that. Matthew Vega says, it's interesting that you race cars but you don't race FPV. Any idea why you're not into FPV racing? Absolutely, Matthew. Or Matt, rather. FPV, so one of the things that I love about FPV is the vertical, the Z-axis, our ability to go up and down. And FPV racing that's not with DRL is you don't go up and down at all, right? It's a bunch of pool noodles in a grass field. So you're only using left, right, front, and back. And if I'm going to use left, right, front, and back, I'm going to do it in a car where I have tactile feedback and G-force and danger to myself and all the other mechanical amazingness. So yeah, I've tried FPV racing and I just get very frustrated that you spend the whole time, you know, 2 feet off the ground. It just doesn't like make a lot of sense to me. Freestyle and your ability to go up and down is really the magic of flying for me. Kind of sounds nuts, but you know. All right, so let's get back into this here. Enough of the replay. Enough of me driving into the sand in the replay. Try to be a little bit better with the braking zones here. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Huzzah! Lots of aero there, so you can be pretty cheeky on the turn. And why is the car not slowing down? Nope, don't want first gear. All right. Lap number 1 at Suzuka, up into 15th already. The computer cars are very slow through turn 1, and especially in the little chute between turn 1 and 2. Oh God. I did like a really gentle lift there, and I thought that I could carry the speed through, and I was wrong. Little skinny front tires were just out of... So in the 80s, they weren't quite as good as they are nowadays at generating downforce at lower speeds. Go figure. And so those S's there. Oh God, I was shifting from the sounds I was hearing from the car in front of me. So through those S's there at 70 to 80 miles an hour, there is just no aero grip, and these skinny little front tires just don't make much grip, so it's slower than I keep expecting there. Let's go for the lunge. Nope. Wasn't quite there. Oh, wasn't quite close enough, I should say. So it looks like I can run third gear through there. I just have to do a bunch of maintenance throttle to keep the boost built up, so that I have some amount of horsepower for that exit. I broke way too early. Big lift on the brakes there. Didn't really seem worth it getting back into the... I shouldn't have shifted. Up into 12th at the end of the first lap, pretty good. Just trying to be patient. 19 seconds to the leader. Let's get it. Should be able to murder him into turn 1. Sure enough. Hold third gear here. These guys are going to hold me up. I'm just pushing on them. Oh God, sorry. Oh God, second gear. This car is hard to drive, but very fun to drive. Very fun to try to manage the boost. A lot of maintenance throttle. As soon as you come off the brakes, you come right onto the throttle, but you don't hammer the throttle. You just add throttle to spool the turbo. Or turbos? I actually don't know if I kind of assume that this is single turbo, since it makes 65 PSI of boost. Let's do a little bit of in-car so that you guys can actually see the turbo lag, and you can see with your own eyes the fact that this goddamn car makes 4 and a bit bar of boost, which is 65 PSI. And you can also hear the turbo flutter a little bit better in here. So let me just shut up and let you listen. Oh, God. He's still there. He's still there. On your right. Here's a lap of Suzuka. Ready? Jesus. This is so slow through there. Unbelievable. Oh. God, what a racetrack. Oh, it didn't do that on purpose. This is a manually gated car. His right hand is moving down to the gear shift. You can tell how shitty, oh God, you can tell how shitty the aero is in these cars by how effective the slipstream is. Modern F1 cars, the aero is so good that they don't really perform all that well in the draft. Because in the draft, in the slipstream, the air is kind of dirty. Oh, there was a gap. Oh, I'm sorry, but you broke way too early there. I take no responsibility for that. Oh! I can't believe I just got him in that exit. Ooh, the wheel spin. Oh, look at that rear view. I'm getting sweaty up in here. That turbo flutter, ugh. Beautiful. Oh no! Brake and get the 150 board. Oh, the rear view mirror's filled with 1980s F1 car. No, no, no. Look at that. Holy cow. Oh, I got back on the throttle a little too early. Third position, 10 seconds to the leader, lap 5 out of 10. Let's stay in this view. I'm not as fast in this view, but my God, is this an experience. Just driving the car on the throttle all the way through there. Oh! Wow. Forgive me for not talking much. I'm just taking it all in. This is incredible. The level of immersion is just outrageous. Big old 70-inch TV right in front of me. I got the steering wheel and pedals right up on the TV. Really comfortable, very laid-back seating position. Probably not quite as laid back as what these guys have, but much different than in a road car. My steering wheel is almost perfectly centered with the one on screen. The lack of latency between the steering wheel and pedals and what happens in the game is absolutely outrageous. A little early on the brakes there. That's okay. Oh shit! Bad place to make a mistake. Oh, even worse place to make a mistake. Oh no! Yes! Got very lucky there. Alright, I gotta catch this leader. Lap 6 out of 10. The gap is now 16 seconds. This is gonna be... I might not be able to do this. Get the hell out of the way. I'm going so slow through there. I'm all sweaty. Alright, I'm going to be a little more aggressive here. Into the understeer there. Let the car come out a little bit too wide, trying to set up for that last bit of the slalom there. Flat to the floor. Okay, that was a little awful, but, you know. Shh, nobody will know. Ooh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I think that's it. I don't think we can come back from that one. Ooh. Well, the gap's not that bad. Gap only went up to 18 seconds. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? I just didn't turn the steering wheel enough. Damn. Oh boy. It's all come apart. The world's gone to pieces. The world's gone mad. Alright, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. Laps 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 laps to make up 18 seconds. And I guess we're deep enough into the race where we'll give it a shot. Or we'll just drive like complete idiots and... Alright, well, we tried. Oh my goodness. My brain. Oh, driving this car is whew. Wow. This is tough. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to put shorts on, man. Getting sweaty up in here. I'm actually going to bail on this race. And we're gonna try something different. Because I don't think I have it in me right now. My shoulders are hurting. This car is really pushing the shit out of the force feedback. Big slick tires, no power assist steering will do that. Whew, my god. That is just bananas. Here, I'll give you guys a sneak peek at the next library that I'm going to use. What is come on. There we go. How can I tell how long the stream's been on for? We're at about an hour. Yeah, we'll do one or two things real quick here. Here's the next library. You old heads will get a real kick out of this. If this library doesn't make sense to you, then I feel bad for you, because those of us that it does make sense to, we grew up in a golden age of RC cars. Not really. RC cars were pretty shitty back then, but yeah, this I love so much. So much that somebody made this library. This is just... I mean, come on. Come on. If you're not jumping up and down in excitement right now. Isn't that great? I want to see chat absolutely light up with the people that understand what that library is hearkening back to. Oh man, my shoulders. Crazy. Oh, so cool. Such a cool color combination. A little bit of fire on the rear diffuser. On the rear diffuser there. Caution hot. Remember those caution hot stickers used to put on the electronics, the ESCs in the motor? I love it. Jimmy Carr says, what PlayStation are you using? Regular old PlayStation 4. My dad, actually, for Gran Turismo, he bought the PlayStation VR headset. And he's only used it a couple times because it makes him nauseous. So I'm hoping that he still has it, that he hasn't sold it. Because then I can probably bum it off of him and see if it works for me. The only problem is I think that requires a PS4 Pro. But hopefully now that PS5 is out, I can find a PS4 Pro pretty cheap. And then I just gotta figure out how to transfer all my stuff over. I'm sure there's a button you hit to do that. So yeah, it should be interesting. If I could, I mean, racing games in VR, in my opinion, are the perfect implementation of VR, right? I mean, it's hard to make games where you're like a person standing up walking around in VR, right? Because you only have a little bit of space to walk around in your living room, and usually there's some stuff in the way. But yeah, racing games, you're stuck sitting down, and VR is kind of perfect because you just need to rotate your head around, and it does that really well. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really hoping he still has it. Let's put a mid-80s F1 car in Norway. See what it looks like. Oh, that's working for me right there. Let's see what we can do here. What's up, Tiago? How are you, man? My shoulders are shot, so I don't know if I'm going to do any more racing here. But I do want to play around with taking some pictures. There's an achievement for taking 1,000 pictures in this game. So I try to take a couple pictures every time I play, because otherwise I'm never gonna be able to get that achievement done. Of course, we gotta have the driver on, and we do want to make it our driver. Any of you sim racing fans, did you guys happen to see Mr. Broadbent in his amazing Praga premiere over the weekend? Damn near podiumed. Incredible. So happy for that guy, man. Such a cool story. Just a dude in his shed on a simulator that just kept his head down and just kept putting the time in. And now he's got a real seat in a real race car. He's I take a lot of inspiration from Jimmy. Just in terms of like just put the time in, you know, like if you have something that you really love, put the time in and see what happens. It's yeah, sometimes some pretty amazing stuff can happen. but you got to be willing to do the work. You got to be willing to put the time in, and that's the hard part. What? Why is it rotating? What? Why? What? Okay, there we go. I forgot how to do this for a second there. Where's level? Oh, there's level. There it is. Alright, so that's level. Let's give it a little more zoom. Focus on the driver's head. And let's turn on panning. No, Tiago, this is now Thrustmaster T300 GTRS Gran Turismo streams. That's why my shoulders are hurting. I spent like 3 hours on this steering wheel on Saturday. My buddy Chris came over, and we actually did an hour-long endurance race, Porsche endurance race in here, which was really, really fun. We did proper driver changes between the two of us. There were 2 pit stops, so we did 2 driver changes. I started, he drove I drove the first 15, he drove the middle 30, I drove the last 15. Really, really fun. I cannot wait to do that again. Chris is a friend of mine that in the beginning of the pandemic, he moved back to Louisiana. So we kind of lost touch, but he moved back to town recently. And he's a friend that I met through autocross in the area, so he's one of my few 100% like from the car hobby friends. So it was really good to catch back up with him, and we had a really good time. We need a little bit more motion blur. So let's slow the shutter speed right down to an 1/8 and see what that looks like. An error occurred, eh? So there's a point where the camera can't rotate anymore, and I'm at that point. So let's kick the shutter speed up one little notch here, see what happens. Did I miss anything in the chat? What did I miss in the chat? I'm sure I missed some stuff. Hitting the limits. I guess I can't go much slower than 1/60th. See what this looks like. Just trying to get a little bit more motion blur in here. Nope. 1/60th is the most that I can do. That's alright. So, let's bring the exposure down. And bring the aperture down a little bit. Throw the background out of focus a little bit. And now we're going to pull up the brightness on just the car. There's an individual filter here that just applies to the car itself, which is pretty slick. So we're going to bring the car up a little bit. Add a little bit of saturation. Might as well push a little contrast in as well. These filters are going to look silly. Yeah, these filters are way too aggressive. Alright, so that's in a semi-decent place, but now we're gonna add some contrast to the whole scene here. There we go. Add some saturation. And doesn't look quite right yet, so let's do a little vignette. I think I might have pulled the exposure down a little too far. Yeah, I did. That looks a little better. Not a lot of colors going on in here. Let's try something here. Let's try one of these crazy masks. Let's see what these filters are. Ooh. Oh. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. Oh, wow. Let's see here. Let's play around. That's a bit much. Those first couple looked good. Bleach bypass and lo-fi. But they kind of negate the vignette a little bit. But I can just push harder on the vignette. Kind of digging this one. And then we can turn the degree of application down a little bit. So let's just pull this up. Just add a little bit of something. A little something there. And let's push the vignette back in. The vignette is really pushing hard on the left and right sides of the screen. Let's see if I can fix that. Yeah, it's a little bit better there. That's looking a little better. Let's see what that looks like with motion blur. Kaiser Soze says, you sound different. So I've got a, depending on what, I just noticed there's the little cotter pin in the front. You guys remember those? Below the number 35, you remember those annoying ass pins from your RC car days? If you guys had RC car days like I did growing up. Kaiser, if you have not been on one of these GT streams in the last week or so, I did get, so previous to this, I had a little $8 Sony set of headphones meant for like the cell phone with a little inline mic. 2 weeks ago I picked up this, hold on, it's made by, God, I want to say Astro something or other. It's a $35 headset. It gets really good reviews. From Amazon, so now I have like a proper boom mic, so hopefully this sounds a little bit better than that crappy little headset that I was previously using. Most people said that this does sound better. I had one person say that they preferred the old setup. The big problem I had with the old setup is that it would clip like crazy. When I would start to talk louder, it would start to clip all over the place. During that race, for those of you that were listening, did it clip? Because I started to kind of scream and yell a little bit. I'm wondering if the clipping performance of this headset, I'm assuming this has to be a lot better, right? $8 versus $35. Although there's a lot more material. This is an over-the-ear headphone set. That was a little in-ear with inline mic. Kaiser says it sounds good. Cool. There's also a the headset that really gets the good recommendations is $100, and like I don't know, that's a lot of money. So I figured I would try this $30 one. I got it from Amazon, so I can return it if I want to or need to. Let's save this. This is kind of fun. I'm not totally in love with this image, but whatever. We put some time into it. We'll save it. So we are gonna call this 97T. We're going to tag this with Lotus. We're going to tag this with 97T. And we're going to tag this with F1. And we're just going to name it Grass Hopper. Did any of you guys have a grasshopper when you were growing up? This is one of the RC cars that I remember building with my dad. Alright, a little bit of shilling there. And away we go. So we're a little over an hour here and I have to go to the bathroom. So we're going to wrap this stream up. And I will see you guys tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern on our regularly scheduled Monday night Q&A, and tonight is a giveaway stream. There's going to be 2, maybe 3 full giveaways full build giveaways on tonight's stream. So if you're not on my Patreon yet, now is a really good time to join it. Head on over to CiottiFPV.com, and there's a Patreon button there. You can go over to Patreon. The different tiers are explained. And yeah, $5, $10, $5 and up tier is going to enter you into the giveaways. So head on over there and support me so that I can keep the lights on in this motherfucker. And yeah, I'll see you guys tonight. Thanks for hanging out. This has been your daily, somewhat daily, Gran Turismo stream. My shoulders hurt, but they will get better as I do more and more of this. Thanks for coming, boys and girls. Be good. Hope you have an awesome day.